I'm live. What? It happened again. Hey y'all. Hey everybody. How are you doing? I'm here today and I'm doing Veda live because I've been really busy and because it occurred to me in the middle of the day today that I could do that here. And I thought I would share with you guys some cool, cute stuff as part of hashtag Amara's Cute Veda, which is what we're doing this month. We just got done with Cherry Blossom Week. Missed a couple of days. I will probably try and catch them up. I usually try and do that for you guys during Veda. But today, it's just live and full of cuteness. And it's loud outside. That's because of two reasons. One, I keep hearing airplanes. And two, it is for real Seattle raining out there. So there's nothing I can do about that. That's just how we roll around here. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's having a really good night. I thought I would start and just tell you guys a little bit about some of this new makeup that I've been playing around with. I got a hold of the Too Faced Life's a Festival, a number of the Peace, Love, and Unicorns line, and it was just super cute, and I thought it would be a fun thing to share on this Veda. So I'm going to take a second before I do that and see if I can share this stream. Oh, this is the brand new YouTube platform, so I haven't used this live stream very much. But I'm going to see if I can go ahead and share this out on the Twitter. That's at Amara in Seattle, not shockingly enough. I'm at Amara in Seattle pretty much everywhere on the internet. It's pretty good default. So your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook page, all the stuff. And there's a picture of Philip DeFranco. Amara is live on the hashtag vlog channel for Amara's Cute Veda. Now with, this is where you guys get to hear how much social media stuff I do. Now with Too Faced makeup and hashtag SSS Veda. There you go. Cool. Tweeting. And it's there. Let's see what happens if I push the button. Maybe we'll get one of those cool lags. What happened? Indeed. That's exactly what happens. Weird. Okay, so back to you guys. Sorry for that little pause. That's just how this goes. So let's start this by talking a little bit about the things that are happening in this line. I have two items from the Life's a Festival Too Faced line. I have this lovely thing right here. This is a Mystical Effects highlighting stick in unicorn horn. And then I have this rainbow right here. So the first thing I wanted to do, because I talked to you guys in the preview for this entire month for this Veda thing about packaging, and I really wanted to take a moment because we're doing Amara's Cute Veda to talk about this super cute packaging. Look at that. So not only is this an adorable rainbow and it's super glittery, which is, spoilers, true to the makeup itself, and there's that hologram effect. This is something I wish they'd indicated a little stronger. I mean, I don't know how much stronger they could have had it. Maybe all the stars could have been holograms, but this is a really holographic set of makeup. That's what really makes this stand out from a lot of the other palettes. But I really wanted to show you guys this particular detail because, first of all, my people are called rock stars. So rock stars, check out all these stars, all of them. And then one of my favorite details, these little colored stars they threw into the cloud. So that's talk about somebody going kind of crazy with packaging. And it continues all the way on the backside right there. It also is kind of got that smushy, fluffy, almost squishy Japanese kind of toy feel thing going on. So I'm going to open this up. It is not, I have used it. In fact, this, all the colored makeup that I'm wearing is, aside from base layer, is Too Faced right now. So I'm wearing some of the makeup now. I put it on without a base on, and I'll show you guys what it's like when I take my glasses off in just a second. But I did want to show you guys what was going on inside here. So you've got quite a few colors here. And yeah, you see the little bit of fallout, and that's because I've actually used this palette. This isn't brand new. If you want to see it brand new, there is a picture of it, a number of pictures actually on my Instagram. When I got this, I knew it was going to be really cute, and I thought I would definitely hop in and make sure I took some pictures of it before I used it, so I did that. A lot of the colors here are pretty standard colors. You can see, if we can get the holographics to kind of cut back from the camera. Oh, there you go. You can see a little bit of that shimmer. You can really see it in this one here that's right there. You can see it definitely also, again, in this like orangey color. This one's called Euphoric, the orangey color. The blue one, the Mystic Rain, that one really appealed to me because I don't see a lot of colors like that showing up in palettes. But I'm going to tell you what the real jam of this palette is, and it's surprising. It's this one right here. The one they gave you as the base piece. It's called Unicorn Tears, and it just looks white on camera. However, I don't think I can show it to you as holographic as it is. In reality, it is a really, really holographic white. It is so white and holographic that I'm going to do one of these and see if I can show you. Can you guys see that glittery bit right there? See that? It's almost, honestly, it would work like just like a highlighter, but like a holographic highlighter. It is a base unlike any other base I've ever run into in a palette, and it is the one that when I decide I'm going to play around with this palette and with these really strong, fun colors, it's, of all the things in here, the thing I gravitate towards first and foremost. So definitely one of my favorites in here so far. I have used both the Mystic Rain and the Euphoric. I'll tell you, I don't think the Mystic Rain's color payoff is as nice as I wanted it to be for how interesting I found this color to be. A lot of the other ones are much more useful tones, which is something that's good when you pick up makeup. A lot of times you get a really colorful palette and you get excited about using it and then you can't use it. There are a lot of colors in here that are really quite useful and are kind of good matches for the season. With the kind of purpley colors that have been trending this year. This is a nice dark springtime kind of purple. It'll be great crease color, or if you're me, pretty bold front eye color right there. This green, I'm really excited to try that one out with something in the future. I really want to see if I can build an outfit which utilizes these two. That could be kind of a really cool like series, actually, those three colors with the blue right there. Can you imagine? As like really bold 90s clothing colors. I think that would be fun. And then over here, you've got your standard unicorn wear, pinks. This Euphoric, I actually found this to be a color that's really kind of strong. That's what's on the front of my eyes past the eyeliner, which is not from this group, but I wanted something kind of kaboom. So I've got blue eyeliner on. I'll show you guys. There you go. Aww. So there's blue eyeliner on there. So overall, I think it was a nice palette. Now, I also have to tell you, I didn't actually end up paying for this one at all. This palette I got as a result of having a gift card, so I just turned the gift card in and it became this palette. So because of that, I feel a little bit like it was cheating. And I didn't end up paying I think it's about $50 that this thing ran. 50 is not crazy for the number of products that are in here. It's not like overwhelmingly too much money. However, it's, you know, it's a special palette. It's one you'd get for fun. This isn't, you know, necessarily going to be a palette that's really useful for like normal work days. However, if you were stuck with this palette, there is this color called Desert Vibes right here that I think would do a pretty good kind of more calm color if you were looking for something like that. It's pretty matte. I don't see any glitter in it at all. And the Young and Free is pink, but it's also kind of matted without any glitter in it. You could honestly probably take the Desert Vibes, a little bit of this one way up high that's called Fun in the Sun, which does have glitter, and the Sunset Dream, and create a kind of strong eye color, but really it would be an eye color that's probably pretty work appropriate. And honestly, the Mystic Rain's holographic payoff is so low, you could probably throw that in there too. So there is the possibility of getting some like useful day-to-day wear shades out of this palette, but it's not the best I've ever seen of that for something that is one of these like special edition palettes, which is exactly why I wanted it, right? Like I don't want a palette that's necessarily like everything else that I can get a hold of, but a lot of people don't like to buy specialty palettes and not have anything to do with them when they aren't, you know, getting ready to go clubbing or to a festival or to Coachella or wherever you're gonna go rocking your unicorn colors, y'all, because I know how you are rocking your unicorn colors. I would definitely recommend, though, if you're going to do this for something that's like really, really colorful and you're trying to do the major popping eye color kind of thing, you're going to definitely want to get a good base, a good base on there first, and then make sure that you really kind of pack it on. I do feel like this one builds out a little bit. The only one I feel like didn't need a little bit of build was, again, the Unicorn Tears. I really just think there's something special about this holographic color. If they were going to take any of the colors out of the palette and turn it into its own, like, one-off, this would be the one, Too Faced. I like this one a lot. I think it's going to be a shame if it's only available in this form. Oh, there is a little mirror on here if you guys didn't see it. It's in the shape of a cloud. Ooh, look, you can see yourself. Oh, there we are. Oh, cloudception. As you can tell, though, it's kind of a weird shape, and you have to hold the palette up, which doesn't have very good support. So you're holding this palette up, and you're kind of looking at it, and there's not the best way to get it close to your eyes, especially if you're somebody like me who has glasses and you cannot see when you don't have them on. So when you've got that situation going on, this is kind of a challenging palette to use because you're closer, closer, closer. Suddenly I've got makeup almost in my face while I'm trying to put makeup on, which is unfortunate, but is kind of the thing that happens. As a result, I ended up actually turning it this way, sideways, and then the shape of the cloud makes for just a really weird, like, vertical mirror. So, oh, I didn't even take that. Like, this is so funny. I've used this enough, but I haven't used it so much as to take off the protector for the actual mirror. So, boom. Now you can see yourself for real. Oh, snap. All right, so there's that. So this is the palette itself. Life's a Festival, Peace, Love, and Unicorns. So I really like that one. Oh, and I will get closer here and show you guys what I did. So the thing you should be looking for really here is, of course, the eye color. The base is that kind of unicorn default one. I'm going to have to read them again because I can never remember shades. Never remember them. I just don't memorize them. I don't fill up my mind palace with these things, guys. Unicorn Tears, that's what's the base overall. In the crease, I put a little bit of Mystic Rain. That's back there. And on the front is the Euphoric, that kind of orange color. So those are the ones I chose for this particular 10 cents. And then I threw a blue on there because, I don't know, I like to be dramatic sometimes. What can I say? It's true. So the other product that I got from this line is Unicorn Tears. Dun, dun, dun. This thing is amazing. It's a highlighting stick, but let me show you. Let me show you why this thing was something I had to use part of my gift card on. First of all, well, we've already talked a little bit about packaging. So there's a gold unicorn on it. Although I will tell you, I've only taken it out of that box twice, and the hoof's already a little bit in danger. So there's that. It's kind of got this like cool packaging. So pop it open. Nothing special. But this, you guys ready for this? It's the unicorn horn. It's so incredibly ridiculous. Now, I thought, okay, so cool. They've got this like neato kind of like stick for highlighting, but look at this. Then you go, I already have a line because I drew a line on myself. Oh, no, that's from the eyeshadow from earlier. Then you do this, and see that top line? That's this blue highlighter right here. It's just a holographic, and it comes off as almost, now it's the one below, as almost uncolored. It is definitely blue, but really, when it's over any kind of makeup, it just kind of comes off as holographic, meaning it goes like blue to kind of purples and creates all kinds of shimmer. So the part of me that always wants to be in Gem and the Holograms was very excited here. So I'm just going to do this line right here. See if you guys can see that at all. Yeah, you should be able to. So there's like a big blue line right there. And that's basically, and then, you know, I'll put it in here with all the rest of the highlighter that I'm wearing. And I did do a run of this earlier just to kind of show off the fact that it's got like a little bit of glitz to it. But I think it's actually really, really wearable. I don't think it's too dramatic. Now, mind you, I'm a highlighter kind of gal, so I have no problem going out with like a fair amount of highlighter on. But if you wanted a little bit of drama, but without being like, boom, in your face, too much drama, this is actually a really viable idea in terms of stepping it up a little bit. And I think, again, this is another product that I think, while the packaging is super specific for this, highlighters that are kind of tinted like this and have that holographic effect, I think this is something Too Faced could probably consider adding to their line in general, and would probably make their fans, who tend to be people who really love a good color pop anyway, really happy. I also think it's really modern thinking about makeup. Makeup is changing. The way people are using makeup is changing. I don't know the last time you guys were like hanging out in an Ulta, a Sephora. Have you seen how many products are coming out in different colored lipsticks, kind of wild color payoff eyeshadows? Like, I am all about this world catching up with the fact that makeup is for fun. It should be for fun. A personal opinion, but I really think it should be. So this is a pretty fun little product. Again, to get into packaging stuff, it's reflective, but where this thing really excels, the unicorn, it's okay. It's like, it's neat, sure. But like, as I mentioned, it's a sticker. But this, look at this font here. I think this is so cool. And again, with the stars, there's a unicorn on top of it. There you go. You can see that. And yeah, I just think that it's a fun product. And nothing smells strange. There's no weird, yeah, I didn't like smell peaches or chocolate or a lot of the other things you get with a lot of the palettes that come from various lines. I have trouble with those sometimes. Specifically, I'm afraid to utilize any of the chocolate palettes because of the fact that my skin doesn't always really get along well with chocolate as a whole. And I definitely don't want to just like go and dab chocolate into my eyes. That just sounds like the worst idea ever, as somebody who reacts poorly to chocolate. So every time one of those chocolate palettes comes out, I like smell it and I'm like, oh, you smell nice, but I'm afraid of you. I don't want to put you on my face. So it doesn't happen. So anyway, these are the two items that I picked up from this particular line of Life's a Festival, and I really was excited to see something really colorful and something thematically focused on festival stuff because, you know, fun. So this was really good. I was really happy I picked these things up, and I've used them a couple of times. They are palettes that I will pull out from time to time for fun, but are probably not ones I'll use on a day-to-day basis unless my life gets all festivals all the time, which with me could happen. I work a lot of events, you guys. That could happen. And I have no trouble showing up at some Emerald City Comic-Con, some SakuraCon, around in makeup. It's real life. This is where I look up SSS Veda questions. So yeah, I've missed busy. I could lie. That's just what happened though. I'm not going to lie. I'm not about that with you guys. I like to tell you guys the truth. I like to be really truthful and honest about what's been going on. I've been crazy busy. That's what's been going on. But I'm here to tell you what's up. Let's see here. Last time we did, and I missed a couple of the SSS Veda questions because I was just busy doing other things. The day 7 question, what comes to mind when you think of spring? What comes to mind when I think of spring? Cherry blossoms. That's why I spent this whole last week doing Cherry Blossom Week. That's exactly why. Cherry blossoms are really the thing that leads me into spring. They're kind of the indicator for me. I have pumpkin spice latte to tell me it's fall, right? Like the PSL says to me, okay, fall is coming, fall vibes are here, it's happening. But it takes spring. It takes the cherry blossoms in spring for my brain to really do the transition over. And what's really weird about that is I get excited about spring way ahead of time, but I need like a marker for where it actually has happened. And usually it's when I start actually seeing cherry blossoms, especially since I live in Seattle and there's a lot of cherry blossoms here. You want to see more of that? Go back through the videos on the playlist. This will be part of eventually, or just what's been going on in Veda up to this point. Spoilers, a lot of cherry blossoms. There's also a cherry blossom video actually on my lifestyle channel, Amara in Seattle. It's the main channel. It's where lifestyle is an adventure. We also went in the first little kickoff into cherry blossom season. Ooh, I got a text message. The first little kickoff into cherry blossom season was on that channel when I went to the University of Washington's campus and went night adventuring and checking out the cherry blossoms because I was worried I would miss them. And then look, I spent the whole like beginning of the month with them. It was like a really great transition from something I thought I was going to miss out on into something I'm like super excited I got to do. How awesome is that? Super amped. Guys liking the hair? I'm going back to reds. We're going back to reds. Got done with the cherry blossoms and now we're going to throw the red in. So get ready for that because this hair is going to change. You guys, I'm kind of like my hair is a little bit like a lizard. It's always kind of like changing palette swapping. I just get bored. I change it a lot. It's how it is. All right. Question number 8. The 8. What is the most adventurous thing you've done? So many things. Probably, honestly, this is going to sound like such a cop out because this is YouTube, but honestly, starting YouTube and using the platform of YouTube to push me into saying yes to adventures in my life, which is what I do on all three of the YouTube channels. Amara in Seattle, again, we're lifestyles and adventure. That's the one where like the big adventure pushes. YouTube led me to running. It led me to the LA YouTube space. Later, it led me to the YouTube space in London. It led me to London for Summer in the City. It led me to Amsterdam, to Australia, and to Anaheim for VidCons. It led me to PodCon. I mean, I have, through having YouTube in my life, just kind of said yes to things. Not to mention the travel just in general. It led me to Vegas. It led me to, gosh, I was so busy last year. It led me to Japan. Oh my gosh, so many videos about Japan lately that are coming up. I just posted one about the trip to Hiroshima, which for me, the real piece of that story is honestly, it's the beginning of that video where I'm like headed to Hiroshima and I'm on a train. It was my first time ever on a bullet train, and I was so incredibly excited because I'd read about them for years. And then later I would actually see the EVA Shinkansen, the like bullet train that has to do with the Evangelion. And that was super exciting because I'm an old school anime kid, and like it was really exciting for me. And the one girl who was also on vacation but was Japanese who was standing next to me, and both of us were like, this is super cool. And no one else seemed to care. It was really early in the morning, but we were excited. We were excited together, making friends across the world, which is one of the things I've done with these channels actually, and that's really cool too. So the best the most adventurous thing I've ever done is probably deciding to make YouTube videos, but moreover, utilizing this platform to like meet all of you guys and build this community and be inspired all the time. It is super dope all the time. And I'm just like, I've never stopped being excited about what can happen with YouTube. That's something amazing that's happened because of you guys. So yay. Let's see here. So, dun, dun, dun. Pushing the button. Question number time. It's for a fresh start. I love that Monday is the day that like all the plans you've made can come true. It's the start of a work week, but in a way it's the start of the week where people are ready to get things done. People are usually kind of like calming down on Sundays. Saturdays are for hanging out with your friends theoretically. But Mondays really can be for just calming it all down, getting things going that way, and trying to find, Mondays can really be not the opposite of that, not calming things down anymore, but like seeking things to do and finding ways to be more involved with people. So I think Mondays are fun. It's also where I start checking things off of lists, which if you're me, like a planner, oh my gosh, it's a great time to like go through your planner and just start checking things off. Love that. I love getting things done on Mondays. Seeing people I work with on the work week, that's good too. Hey peeps, like my peeps. Day 10, what's your guilty pleasure? Oh, that's a weird question to tackle off the top of my head. What is my guilty pleasure? Oh, reading. Which is like, it's not really guilt. Like people should read. I'm in favor of reading. But I occasionally will read a book that is just for fun and doesn't really inform anything that I am doing necessarily. I'm a writer, so like there's a certain amount to which that's not true. But specifically, I like kind of, I haven't read one in a really long time, but mystery books that are just kind of like quick grab and read mystery books, ones with like holographic colors, kind of like on the covers and stuff. I love that. Joanne Fluke has a series of books that I was into. I haven't read a bunch of, I've missed like 6 or 7 of them that you can just tell how light I am on those. Like cozy mystery books, I find them really comforting. I used to read a chapter of a cozy mystery book before I went to bed, and it would help me go to sleep calmly, which sounds weird. Like, Amara, why do books where like murder happens kind of calm you down? But they're like real low-key murder books. Those kinds of mystery books. There's like complicated ones, there's scary ones, and then there's cozy mysteries where it's like, oh no, what happened? It's a character that was just brought in for the story that is now no longer there. And this cast of roving characters that you usually know goes about solving it. It's so formulaic, I find it digestible and really wonderful. That's one of my guilty pleasures. Another one is classic television. I actually got into that a little bit on the podcast recently. That's Oh, I Love That Too, like the number. It's a podcast I do with Dania Ossie, and we talk about media, like films, TV, and stuff we love and stuff we hate. Mostly stuff we love. Sometimes stuff we love that the other one doesn't. We talked about that a bit on the last episode. We talked about the movie Post Grad, which, spoilers, I think is fun, and Dania wants her money back. It happens. So let's see here. Question number, the next one. Oh, and today's question, day 11. We're close to day 12, but we'll tackle that in the morning. Which social network do you love the most? Ooh, it's hard to say that. I mean, this one. I love YouTube the most, but I think it's cheating to answer that on a vlog, especially a vlog that's going to go onto YouTube. So besides year or so, for a long time, I didn't really get what Twitter was for. Like, I was on Twitter and I used it some, but I didn't get it. I didn't like connect with it. And I think one of the things about social media is you really have to connect with a platform. People think that if you're good at like YouTube, you're good at Twitter, or you're good at Pinterest, you're good at Instagram. Like, you can be kind of great at one of these things or active on one of these platforms and then just not on the others. And I just didn't really get into the community element, the thing that differentiates Twitter from the other platforms, until recently. And by recently, I mean the last couple of years. But I now really, really enjoy some of the interactions I have on Twitter, like right here. It's, oh, somebody liked that I'm doing this live stream. So that's nice. Hello, Jess. And I think that's a really, really cool, super fun facet of, I'm going to just get on my Twitter right now while I'm on YouTube. The world is, want to be crazy when they're all connected. And I got an Instagram like update. Whoa, internet in a big block. Anyway, I think that's something that's really cool actually about Twitter, in the way that it can be very integrated in a calm way. I love that Twitter gives people a place to shout out to their friends too, in like a really supportive fashion. Sometimes when I feel like really saying thank you to you guys, I choose to do that via Twitter just because it's so accessible. Like, I have these moments where I'm really, really grateful for all the wonderful things social media has been and continues to be in my life. And sometimes I just say thank you. And I often say those thank yous on Twitter, but I mean to say them everywhere. And I hope I say them enough everywhere. And in case I haven't, I'm going to say thank you to you guys right now as we slow up and conclude this almost a half an hour long live stream. Amara can talk, y'all. You knew that already. I have 3 YouTube channels. Anyway, rock stars, thanks so much for stopping by, for enjoying the fact that life is indeed a festival with me, a festival of colors and patterns and holograms and unicorns and rock stars like you guys. All the rock stars, all my vlogging rock stars here on the vlogging channel, thanks so much for stopping by. And if you have any questions or any thoughts about this makeup, if you've tried this one out, let me know in the comments below. If you like the new mermaid palette a whole lot, would you tell me? I had somebody bring it up to me on Instagram today, and they told me that they really love the new mermaid palette. I haven't checked it out yet. I do like mermaids too. That appeals to my desire to look at strange makeup, which I do sometimes here. I also went over the Gothographic holographic set from Wet n Wild earlier. Is it this month? No, it wasn't this month. Rather recently, I did a live stream about that. If you're into this kind of thing, I don't know why I've decided that occasionally I'll hop on the vlog channel and do live streams that are kind of makeup adjacent. But it's something I'm interested in, but it's not something I look to do in a beauty guru channel way. And one of the things we do here on Amara in Seattle Vlogs is I think of this kind of like my sandbox, my play space, the place where I can make videos that are kind of freeform and fun, just for me to get out that creative spirit that I have, with a little less structure sometimes. And also for you guys, so you get a little behind the scenes about things I'm doing, like being real excited about having a unicorn palette and a unicorn horn that I can make blue lines on my face with, It's like Avatar. I never saw that movie. Did you guys see the movie Avatar? Let me know in the comments below. And Other than that, if any of you are doing Veda, hello Veda people. If you are doing Veda, please connect with me. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to A, check out your channel and see what you've been doing with Veda. And B, I'm always, this is true no matter what channel you're on, no matter what country I'm in, no matter what I'm doing, I like people and I love to connect with people. So let me know if you're doing Veda in the comments below. If you're doing hashtag SSS Veda, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious and I'm going to catch up on them. So looking forward to it. I hope you guys are having a great, cute, wonderful, inspiring start to April. And by that, I mean a couple days in, 11 days in, almost 12. Anyway, bye, rock stars. Have a good night. Yay. I'm going away. Peace out. Are you sure you want to end the stream? I am. Red button.